there's been a change of plans. I'm going to be collaborating with one of the builders from the TV show, the Diesel Brothers. This is actually my last day working on it in the driveway. Donnie's pulling the truck in. Did it.
Class 8 race truck, which is simply something everybody in the shop gets to participate in, whoever wants to.
This moment right now feels really surreal. I'm about to move into a real fabrication shop. I'm packing up all of my stuff, all of my parts that I've collected over the last almost year now, getting ready for this next part of the build. And I am moving into a shop with Donnie Herbert, or Uncle Donnie Herbert. Donnie has worked on the Discovery Channel TV show, The Diesel Brothers. Donnie has this amazing shop on the back of his business where he builds trophy trucks and hot rods and all sorts of stuff. I actually met Donnie in the parking lot of a metal supply store. I walked out and there was this guy walking around my truck and started talking to him and told me everything that he did, and we stayed in touch. Now I get to work with him and build this truck with a real deal fabricator, and I'm really looking forward to not only building the truck, but this amazing learning experience that I'm gonna get. It's unlike anything that I ever could have expected. I am super excited and super humbled that I get to go and do something like this. We'll take off, go down to Donnie's shop, and I'll show you around, meet Donnie, and we'll get going on the next stage of the build. And Mateo and David from Tacoma Beast arrived this afternoon, and we're gonna meet them tomorrow at the shop, and we're gonna film my third Tacoma Beast video, which is totally insane. Let's get going, I'll see you at the shop. Donnie's pulling the truck in. Did it.
Floor jack under it.
Slide over.
I just want to make sure you had enough room this side, that side.
Alright, so the truck is in the shop. We have it pulled into this little nook over here, and Donnie, the owner, is kind of walking me through his shop and showing me, you know, what he does here, his business that's next door. So we'll just kind of walk around and tell you what all this is about. Your spot next door is the main business that funds all of this.
Well, both. I mean, we do customer built in here too.
Okay.
I like to do more fabric than anything else. Like, we just got this truck. It was another project that another guy was building in France, and he moved to Florida, so he asked me to finish it. So this is a truck we're building for Team MANSPOT.
Cool.
And it's full restoration, but it's got a LS2 in it with a 6-speed transmission. So it's kind of a resto mod, but minor, you know, lift and updated motor and stuff.
Full repaint too.
Full repaint. Paint was just done. So that'll be a customer's job, and then Class 8 race truck, which is simply something everybody in the shop gets to participate in, whoever wants to. And we'll have that as a shop race truck for fun. So we only work on that after hours, Sundays, put aside for it.
This truck you sold to the Diesel Brothers at one point?
Yeah, so I bought it back in 2006. It was an older Class 8 race truck from the 80s, and we converted it and linked it in the back and raced it for a long time. And just had fun with it. And then ended up selling to the Diesel Brothers, and then they liked the Ford I was building after, so I got this back. And
that's crazy looking.
So we're just gonna, first trucks are hard to get rid of, so could have built a tube chassis something, but we're gonna build this for fun, just have some good, you know, go race 1450 with it and have some fun with it. Suburban, it's a customer build, that's a 2-year build. But that's basically pulled apart for the last time. It's going back together. I had to have rear end and stuff redone on it because some mounts are off on it, but we'll finish painting it this weekend, still coating everything, and then this will start going back together for good. Had to do some fat changes in it, but it's full back half to LS, 525 horse LS. It's about 20 inches back in the frame. 4-seat, basically luxury pre-winner.
It's gonna be a monster.
Yeah, and then the guy will race it in Nora, and and then maybe some races here. He's got another Suburban he races. In fact, we just got back from Vegas to Reno racing his other Suburban.
Cool.
And he just wants, this one will have full long travel suspension.
You said this is 1450 also?
Yeah, I mean, probably more Nora and sportsman class, or it could race in like vintage and best in the desert. Okay. You know, it's a 99 Suburban. I was originally building this just for to build it because I could. Yeah. It was my shop truck. Cool. And then that's a customer car. That's a 67 Falcon. Sitting on a 2001 Lincoln Continental chassis. So it's all. That's cool. Drives more like a. Yeah, it's got a Coyote in it and all independent suspension, and we're doing things like, you know, the gas cap and some billet stuff to it. Fancy stuff in just there. Updating it for him a little bit. Exhaust and tips, and the main thing is we're putting batteries in the trunk, rewiring it to the front because it's so crowded in the front. There's no place for a battery. See, it's out all the Lincoln stuff like the push button. Did you do all this stuff? No, this was, he brought it to me like this. We're doing trim rings for the dash to clean it up a little bit, stuff like that. Pull the floor and everything else so we can rewire the batteries to the rear. You'll see in the front why the batteries have to go in the back. Quite the packaging. Yeah, it's all Coyote. So it drives like a new car, but the battery set in the fuse box right here, and I have to use one of those little mini batteries, and every time it went dead, it would go bad. So wow, this thing's gonna be a blast to drive. Yeah, it's most people see it don't even know what it is. They can't figure it out. Right? So this is a customer. That was mine, and then I sold to a customer. We're down in the final stretch on the bird. I had it together a couple of weeks ago back in party units. We had to change so much in the back. We had to raise the floor up because the drive line was hitting it after we got the transfer case in. So we had to make some modifications, and then we just had to redo the whole rear axle because it was off. So this will come off. Just finish this week, and this will all come off, and then re-weld everything back up, and this is ready to go back together. Arms from Midnight. It came out nice. They're beautiful, all TIG welded. Yeah. It's really, really nice stuff. So, and then this is a 70 Bronco. That is to a customer's. This is a full restoration. Oh wow. Frame off. Oh yeah, it's just a lot of sheet metal will be replaced in this. This needs a new cowl and front windshield, so all the stuff's here. Got a lot of projects going. Yeah, so cool old bike here too. This was a gold wing. Just kind of a project bike for winter nights. This is that looks cool. 64 Corvair. Gonna get a wide body on it? That's one of the ideas. Probably we'll just end up going with flares like this, you know. That'll be nice also. And it's all, so it's got an LS in the back seat. Yes, it does. Going through a Porsche transaxle and then with a C6 Corvette rear suspension. Did you design all that? Yeah. Just kind of build everything on the table, and then I cut the hole out of cut the back out of the car and dropped it over top of it. So it's got a Porsche transaxle, and then the shocks are all cantilever. Oh yeah. Inside the same way in the front, they're in the trunk. Oh cool. Just one of it's my Hoonigan car. So this one's yours? Built to be just fast and nasty. So, wow. More of a practice on what I can do fab-wise and what I can't, you know. So it'll have a full cage. This will all be sheet metaled in around the motor in the back. What kind of horsepower do you expect something like this to put out? That transaxle, probably not much more than 450. And it's the same, the front's all cantilever. Idea set up too as well. And then it's all Mustang 2 stuff combined with the Corvair, you know, linked. And wow, this is really nice. Yeah, so it'll come out this way. We can put big brakes. This is a lot stronger than the original Corvair stuff. Plus, now it's a rack and pinion instead of the steering box. And blue one outside. I've seen that guy before. Yeah. Yeah, I built it and then sold it probably 2 months ago. So I found it in a barn up in Layton last year. And all we did is I resealed the motor and then I bagged it. So, kind of a 70s style restoration. The interior is all velvet and stuff. This is mid-engine, right? No, it's rear engine. It's rear engine. Yeah. It's called a ramp side. So that'll actually go down. The ground like a ramp, and you can just roll stuff in it. Oh,
Cool. This will be fun.
Yeah, this is a cool truck. It's
I've never seen anything like this before.
everywhere it goes, it gets a lot of attention.
I bet.
Oh, and I forgot about the bug. This is getting the LS and Mendiola. So this is kind of a cool build. It used to be a Class 5 race car, but like I say, we'll get a big. We got a Mendiola transaxle in there, and then it's getting an LS, so it'll be more of a wheelie machine than anything else. The bones are already there, so I don't have to do a lot to this other than fit everything. Then there's a Myers MAX sitting next to it.
Fiberglass body, like the real deal?
Yeah, just kind of waiting for its turn.
No way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The classic.
So that's really it. Braden this is his space, basically.
Sweet.
He does a lot of lifts and just mechanical work in here. Each other out when we need it.
Cool.
If I need electrical stuff done or mechanical, I'll bring it in here, and vice versa. I'll do fab work for him, stuff like that.
Sweet. And then we got my spot in the middle.
And you in the middle.
Cool.
We got a full shop.
Yeah, this is
And then some.
this is gonna be insane. I'm so excited to not be in my driveway. I can't tell you. Especially when it starts getting a little chilly. This is gonna be amazing.
Well, this truck should be coming out cool, man.
All right, so that's the tour of the shop and a little bit about Donnie and what he does. So I'm going to be working here for the rest of the build. The Tacoma Beast guys are coming back tomorrow, or they're coming here tomorrow to shoot throughout the weekend. It'll be the second or third video in the series, and we'll get to sit down with Donnie, talk to him a little bit more than that. But this is a huge opportunity for me. Donnie's a real proclaimed expert in this stuff. He built some really cool stuff and has done some really cool work with the Diesel Brothers also, so I'm really happy to be here. And I guess the next time we'll see you will be with Tacoma Beast, and we'll start turning the truck apart. See you then. Alright, so we're in the shop, finally, getting ready to shoot a video with Tacoma Beast. Got David and Mateo.
What's up, fellas?
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start tearing out the interior.
Sam did everything he had to do at the gas tank.
The second best tool on the shelf. Plasma cutter.